Alrighty, and hello everybody. Welcome back to another fig review. Yippee! So, no one's really voting in my things, but I'm gonna keep asking. But I had another new figure just arrived, so I figured I'd go ahead and review this. This is the Knights of the Guinevere figurine from Glitch Productions. They're called Animatez. I'm not really sure if it's Animatez. Animates makes sense. It's just like an edgy Z at the end. You can even see it. I know the glow of the ring light kind of covers it up. But I really liked the Knights of the Guinevere pilot. If you haven't seen it, I recommend taking a look at it since it's the pilot. It's a one episode, and any support that it gets means that it has a higher chance of being produced. So this was my way of supporting it, getting the box. I like that they actually have cute figurines for their shows. I've been tempted, but I've been very tough and not bended over for the Digital Circus one. Some of those I've looked at, but this one got my attention because I really like Guinevere's design. I think it's really cute, but also kind of like that cool edginess to it. So I folded for a couple of things. I got the plushie, which you can see sitting in the back, really cute. And then I think I got the poster as well, which was not too bad. But I had some issues with the poster, but we're here to talk about the figure, so I'm not going to go into the poster issues. But really cute box. This is like all the nice cute pastel purples and kind of like the yellow tone to this design as well. Looks like this is the 28th Animates figure. I didn't know they had that many, but that's still a decent bit for the couple shows that they do have. The property of Park Planet, Princess Guinevere, the beloved character known across the stars. Ignore the blood and guts. She's just very excited to be here. You know what? She's so real for that. Like I mentioned, it's Glitch Productions. They're a smaller animation production team, so I recommend supporting them. I really just like Digital Circus and so far Knights of Guinevere, but they have other shows on there as well. They've picked up a lot of traction, considering that it's still kind of a newer production team. From what I know, I don't know a whole lot, but I'm just spitballing here. Anyways, let's get her out. I will say I also like, some people like keeping their figures in boxes on the shelf. That's not what I do. Clearly, I just opened it. But these look pretty nice, where I could see if you were like a box presenter, you could at least see the figure in it. The actual box design is really nice. Because, there's the unique art here and here as well. So it's still uniform for the other figures in their other lines, I assume. But it's, it's a little bit more unique. Also, I'm stuttering a lot today. I'm still a little sick. We picked up some other sickness. I don't know what we got, but... Oh, it's like double packaged. Okay. I've never seen that before, really, where it's like, I can just take the other box out. Ooh, that's cool. Let's take that out really quick to look. Well, you can't fully see it, but... See the inside design? That's really nice. Looks like this is just some... It looks like it might be specifically something from the episode. There's a looks like it's a little tea tray with a teapot. There's some cups. I know this is really hard to see. So yeah, there's the tea tray, teapot, teacups. It looks like I said, it looks kind of like as if you were looking at the rug and this is like a shadow from the window or something. I don't know. Oh my god. Okay. All right. This is cool. This is the art here, right? This is going to be really hard to get an angle on. You see that? See how she looks different? That's so cool. See, this is why, again, I love that they kind of are doing all their own things, but like that's such a level of care that you kind of see from smaller production stuff. That's awesome. Hopefully I can get a good angle of that. That's really cool. Let me just make sure I zoom in just in case for later. Yeah, that's really cool. God, that's so cool. And you know, for something like this, I'm buying something that I don't, you know, there's only the one pilot out, so the rest of the episodes could come out. Maybe I don't like it anymore. I doubt it. Knights of Guinevere is made by the same person who made Owl House, which I loved. It's a very different show though. Tonally very different. It's for adults. But the art is still really nice. So that's kind of what got me. But I'm really interested to kind of see what happens, and you know, buying a figure before like the full series is out. But again, this is how they get the money to support the shows that they produce, which, you know, it's a bit backwards, but that's kind of how this company has to do that, just because they aren't maybe like a mega corporation, at least not yet. I don't think they've gotten green lit yet. It seems like it's been doing really well though, from what I can tell, like just online. So hopefully they do, and they get to make some more episodes. The fact that Dana Terrace was on the team, I think really boosted the show already just quite a bit. But fingers crossed that there is a full thing. All right, now first things first, let me find wherever I moved my tape measure to this freaking week. And let's measure her. So she is 5 inches. Yeah, that's like almost exact. 5 inches tall, and the diameter is 3 inches. Easy. Now just to make sure, front to back, her little ribbon tails do protrude a little past 3 inches. I'd put that at like just under 3.5, so it doesn't go out a whole lot, but just to keep in mind. I'm gonna remember to measure things, you guys. I forget it all the time, but that's because I just be putting figures. I find spots for them, even though I don't have room for them. All right, but let's get a closer look at her. So I really do like the way this looks. It's still a little creepy, but she's kind of supposed to be a little creepy. But I still like the actual care that was put into this with the overall pose, the styling that they did do to it. Her face is a little spooky-ooky, but I feel like it captures kind of the vibe of the show for her. Anyways, looking closer at her though. Ooh, ooky spooky. Yeah, she's a little unsettling, but that's kind of the point. But she's got just a touch of pink eyeshadow on her eyes. Many colors in the actual eyes themselves. I love that the eyes aren't boring and plain. There is pink, there's like a magenta, purple, blue, a little bit of yellow. I also like that this middle speck is kind of covered in red, because, you know, she's a robot. So I feel like that's, you know, a nice little touch of like kind of spookiness with like the robot eyes, because, you know, you tend to see that red dot in the middle if it is like a robotic eye. But here it just looks all bright and sunshiny. She's got 2 tones to her little lippies, pink on the bottom, purple on top. Kind of got like the Kim Possible lip sort of going on. Her hair with the swoop in the middle, not quite as drastic as it normally is, but still there. And those big giant bangs with the pink touches underneath here and on the ends here. Very cute. There is a little bit of mispainting kind of like on this inside bit, if you can see it there. Very small nitpick though. That's kind of an awkward corner. I kind of like that they even bothered to put pink on the inside here. So, you know, it's kind of a trade-off of having like extra details, but then in these small corners where it seems like it kind of backfired a little bit just because pink touched this. It happens. That's, again, this is me being extra nitpicky. I can't help it. I cannot help it. Her big space buns. Ooh, with the pink diamond pieces on the side. Very cool. Her big Mickey Mouse buns. In case you didn't know. If you're watching this, you probably did know, but they're kind of parodying Disney a little bit on purpose. Because that's why she's got the big 3 balls. She can kind of look like Mickey if you blur your eyes enough. Her outfit, very cute. They got the white, like, overall color for her dress on top with the little light pink here and that gold necklace inside. Very nice, very nice. We've got the open back and the blue on the inside. And we've got another one of these little gold things. Her guts. Her wire guts. Really cool. You can see that there's the different colors in here. There's like a dark navy with this purple. Obviously the blue blood guts kind of thing. We got a wire hanging out on the bottom. Oh, I just realized. Painted nails. That's very important. I love when characters that would have painted nails have painted nails. Ooh, they even got these ones. Look, it's the little things, guys. That's really nice. Again, some of these things probably would have been skipped, especially on a figure of this scale. I'm surprised that those nails are painted. It does say Knights of Guinevere on the base of the base. Well, on the base. I don't know what else I was going to say. Animates. Wow, this was really nice. I'm glad I did this one. I didn't know when it was going to arrive because I ordered them like day of, basically, because like I said, I just liked it, and this figure is really cute. It turned out really well. I just was excited when it showed up because they didn't really have a certain time for when these were going to get released. So like I got the plushie first, then the poster, and then just last week I got this. As I already said, I really like the way this figure came out. All the details for how small this is were really nice. Like they didn't really cut that many corners, which is just a nice thing to see. Like the highlights on the wire guts part, the fact that there was some different details in that where you could see like the plug, and there's like an orange cable and the main blue cable. There's like that one green cable as well. The fact that her eyes have so many different colors. There's still some unique sculpting in the hair. They weren't just like 2 circle orbs with no hair texture. The nail painting is definitely what put it over for me, where I just am like, wow, they didn't need to do that. A lot of places or figure creators wouldn't do that. I still have a bunch of figures to look at, so really quick, we're gonna go through those. Let me know which one you want to see next. You just can comment down below, and I'm not kidding. If you just pick one, you're probably gonna be the only person, so it will be done. So starting off, we have the Figma Deluxe Link with all the cool things that he came with. We got Good Smile Company, Anya and Yor. We have Taito Liz. The Marcio Donato Good Smile figure. You know what's so crazy? I'm like watching a playthrough of a therapist playing Doki Doki Literature Club in the grand year of 2025. It's been really enjoyable. But Doki Doki Literature Club, Yuri and Sayori, because I've already opened Natsuki and Monica. The Hitachin twins. Maki Jujutsu Kaisen Shibuya Arc scale. And last but not least, the beautiful Juvia from Orca Toys. Mama. So anyways, let me know which one you want to see. I know you can't see them all here, but it's fine. Let me know. But yeah, I actually have time these days to record things. My baby is falling asleep before me and taking naps, and it's great. But if you made it to this point, thank you so much for watching my video. You should like and subscribe because I am starting to more regularly make videos. We're on 3 months in a row. This, I think, is going to be 4 months in a row or sooner if I'm quick about this one. So that's crazy, guys. My life is returning back to normalcy now that the baby is getting bigger. I will post pictures of her on my Instagram at Desunasis. That is specifically where I post thy figures in collection when I don't forget to. And there's other places you can follow me as well down in the description. Anyways, I gotta stop rambling. So, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys had a great last month, and I hope you have a great next month. We're gonna keep it consistent, guys. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!